Introducing a whole new breed of Mustang. The all-new 79 Mustang from Ford. With a new aerodynamic design, precise handling, and Mustang performance from options of V6, V8, even a turbocharged engine. Mustang for 79, the new breed in 2-door and 3-door models. Capture one at your Ford dealer now.
You will find many things in the Arizona desert. What you will not find is mercy. This is where Ford tested the acceleration of Mustang GT against Camaro Z28. Mustang GT's 5-liter high-output engine and performance suspension blew Camaro right into the shadows in 7.3 seconds. And Mustang GT became the dominant species. From a place where few survive, the boss is back.
Watch closely. We're about to put this new Ford Mustang through its paces. The Mustang interior is completely new. Its controls have been placed within easy reach and designed to be easily operated, all of which allows Mustang to perform beautifully, even standing still. This is the new Mustang.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
So good afternoon, my friends. I hope everybody's doing well. So I am going to update my Foxbody collection. I have a bunch here. I actually want to start with some mainline Matchbox. I have another one that's carded, but I'm just pulling out loose cars here, not cracking open anything. I did crack open one car before the video. So this is the Matchbox casting for the 1993 Mustang LX SSP Special Service Pursuit. And this one I had marked up the turn signals with some orange markers and done nothing else. I was planning to do a custom of this, but I don't need to because my friend Matchbox Man did a really nice one for me. He detail painted this Mustang police car like mine. He did a better job. He did a nice job on the lights on top and in the back, and he did a really nice job on this. He took that same Boone County LX, converted it from a police to civilian. So he filled in the roof, stripped and painted it, did a wheel swap, did a real nice job on these taillights, painted the tailpipes there. This is a great custom. So thank you, Matchbox Man. That is fantastic. So going by brand, that's Matchbox. Hot Wheels will go unrepresented in this video. But Matchbox will carry the torch for Mattel. Auto World actually did a Foxbody Mustang a few years ago in their Deluxe series, and I don't think they make the Deluxe series. And I have two variations here. I have the early 1984 and a half Mustang SVO here, and you can see the headlights are not flush. They are sort of sunken in there, and that's the way the Mustang SVO came. So this has the 2.3 liter turbo intercooled 4-cylinder, and this is very nicely done. The biplane wing, the taillights done very well, all of the tamper work for SVO and the Ford badge. Now this is Auto World, but it has a plastic base and plastic tires with these 5-spoke aftermarket wheels. And then here is the 85 with the flush mounted taillights. It's a subtle difference, and I'm surprised that Auto World did this. Other than that, other than the headlights, I don't think there's, and the color green, I don't think there's any differences between these two cars. Maybe I can read that on a larger. So the 184-023, which I believe is their casting number. And there should be a production code there. It looks like April 15th of 2017. And I'm sure it's going to be... What is that? 164023. Yeah. So they are the same casting, although there is a running change. But this one is May 10th of 2017. And these are supposedly limited to 1,245 of each. But you know how I feel about limited editions. I don't think they're really that limited. So we're going to jump right to the back row here. Yesterday's video, I had shown the M2, that awesome Camaro, and this awesome Mustang. And I keep on teasing but never pulling off the base these three M2 Mustangs that came in the Father's Day 3-pack. Two 1988 and one 1987 Mustang GT. This red one here, which does a nice approximation of the turbine wheels, the 15-inch 4-bolt wheels that were used from 1987 till 1990. So this one, the plate says 1988. Plastic lens taillights, cheese graters that are not done great, but they're okay. The wing. So this livery here says GT 350, but in 1988, Ford didn't offer this package as best as I know that in 1984 there was a 20th anniversary, and there was these stripes on the side, and I believe in I must have been 88, but I thought it was 87, that the Mustang Club of America released a special edition, but I think that was white with blue stripes, not red with white. So this I consider a custom. It's very nice. And lensed headlights, lensed fog lights, much like the green one I showed yesterday. This one should have, so this one has a 5-liter Coyote engine, and for those that are familiar, you can tell by the intake runners there. This is not the original overhead valve 5-liter that I had in my Mustang, but that's a very cool model. Then there is this, this is a drag racing version, Ford, and again this should be a 1987, it says. These are a 2020 set. This is drag racing. You can see this has little skinny front runner tires and big smooth racing slicks. Goodyear Eagles racing slicks, nicely done. This has the twin turbo 5.0, just like the green one, and has they have the same livery, which is this crate motor Cobra Jet livery from Ford Performance. So they are just color variations, and the green one, yeah, see, slicks, front runners. The green one has blacked out rims, but they look to be the same centerline rims on this. So this is nicely done. And they will have the same twin turbo Coyote crate engine in there. That's pretty cool. Cheese graters. So, I mean, the reason I criticize these cheese grater taillights on these is because there should actually be a plastic grating trim piece over the taillights that are the louvers. The louvers are not actually in the lenses themselves like this. But still, that's pretty cool. And then the last from the Father's Day set and the last from M2 is this yellow. It says Boss 302. And again, this is going to be a 1987 Mustang. It's got street tires in front and treaded slicks in the back. These white aftermarket rims. And it's got the Boss 302, the Shinoda designed. That was the designer of the Boss 302 stripe package back in 1969, I believe. Ron Shinoda, I think his name is. So this is like a tribute car. This was not actually offered by Ford Motor Company. These are all quote-unquote custom cars. Nicely done. Goodyear Eagles. And it doesn't say twin turbo, but it should again probably be a Coyote engine, not the correct 5-liter engine. And I'm sorry, the lighting doesn't. You might see the black plastic with the silver runner tubes, the intake tubes. That is indicative of a Coyote. And this one doesn't say twin turbo, but I can see an air filter on both sides. And this is a really cool set. It was a Walmart exclusive early 2020 for Father's Day, or halfway through 2020 for Father's Day of 2020. Then we're going to head over to Johnny Lightning. So I have this 1982 from the Projects in Progress. This is the completed version. So it should actually have the fella's name there who owned the real car, Corbett, that license plate. Nice aftermarket rims, open T-tops, the quad headlights, the Marshall driving lights underneath the air dam there. It's pretty cool. So this one, production date of 2019. Now, the casting number on this should be a little different from the other Johnny Lightning castings. Let's see. There we go. Casting number 467. And that is going to be different from the other two Johnny Lightning. We'll start off with this green one. The casting number is 728. $467. So this is one that I got about a year and a half, 2 years ago. A year and a half, I think. This is a deep emerald green. It says Tribute. So interesting, I just noticed, and I've owned this car for a while, on the rear bumper, it's got a bittersweet red stripe in the side molding or rear molding, but it doesn't have that same stripe all down the side and around the front, and it really shouldn't have it there, because this is supposed to be a 1990 model year, and by 1990, Mustang GTs no longer had that bittersweet stripe. So Johnny Lightning did a nice job, but that's one ding. They did a better job than M2 on the cheese graters here, because you can see body color, you can see green surrounding the different red and white segments there. The wheels are aftermarket. They look like drag stars. This deep emerald green is the color of my actual car that I owned for many years ago. I owned it from 1990 until 1998. One of my favorite cars that I've ever owned in my lifetime. This has a white interior with black dash, but it is not a white Lightning. I don't know why it has a white interior. It wouldn't have been offered with a white interior. It would have been offered with a gray interior. And I'm not guessing on that. I know what it would have come with. I owned the notchback version of this. So this is very sweet. And this one, so this car I bought 20 years ago, 1999 or 2000. I bought this in either KB stores or Toys R Us. And this is a white Lightning, and I did not know that until I took it out of the package for the first time last year. 728, same casting as the green one. White base, white body, white motor. This casting should have been all gray, like the lower part here should have been above. And the blue striping there on the side, again, you see how it does go all the way around? That blue striping should actually be red like that. But this is a wonderful casting. I love it. I've had it for, like I said, 20 years. And it's the only white Lightning in my... It was the very first chase car I ever obtained. Didn't even know it was a chase car. And I owned it almost 20 years. So the Johnny Lightning contingent, very nicely done. And then here we get to... this is probably these are probably the best castings of the Foxbody. They're all good. Matchbox, Auto World, M2, Johnny Lightning. But in my opinion, Greenlight does the best 5-liter Foxbody Mustang castings. We'll start off with the 1979 Indianapolis 500 official pace car, which came out last year. I got it earlier this year. And let's see, GL 191. This is very nicely detailed. So the taillights are painted. They're appropriate. These taillights would be from 1979 until 1982. These TRX wheels, which were the metric Michelin wheels from 1979 until 1981 or 82. You can't get those tires anymore. The mirrors actually have a little silver paint on them. The quad headlights, egg crate grille, Marshall driving lights, nicely done. And I remember, I was 14 when this car came out. And I remember they used those, specifically Marshall driving lights from 1979 to 1982, maybe even beyond that. But they had the little plastic covers with the black cat and said Marshall on them directly from the dealership. So it was nicely. This is a carbureted, so from 1979 until 1985, 5-liter Mustangs had a 4-barrel carburetor. This is very nicely done. The T-tops are installed on this one. Interior is all black here. Very nice. Here is the 1982 Mustang GT from Vintage Ads. The boss is back. And again, a lot of the same details. Painted taillights are correct. It has the TRX wheels. It's got the black rub strip all around, the rubber molding all around. There's goes your 5.0 badge. Iconic. The tinted T-tops. The louvers back here. Again, quad headlights, egg crate grille, and the driving lights, turn signals. And it should be exactly the same. Yep. Silver air cleaner with the 2 black hoses for air intake. The battery, very nice. The mirrors have a little silver paint. You know, I will beat up on Greenlight every now and then, but not with their Foxbodies. They do a damn good job. Here's another one. This is the 1982 California Highway Patrol Special Service Pursuit, the first Mustang used as a police car. And again, Greenlight nailed it. This is a licensed California Highway Patrol model. They did not have light bars originally. They had a spotlight that had a light, and they had lights up in the front of the top of the windshield interior. But for speed, they did not have a light bar up on top. Ford Mustangs were popular as police cars between 1982 and 1993. I do not believe, I know that New York State did not use 2004 and forward Mustangs as police cars. I also don't believe California did. And I don't believe anybody officially uses the new Mustang. You'll see a lot of Mustang in diecast with livery for Dubai, for different European countries, for everywhere. And I even have an Auto World CHP modern Mustang. As far as I know, they don't use Mustangs anymore as police cars. They haven't in more than 25 years. So that's a great model. And here's another one. So this is a 1987 Mustang GT from, what does that say? It says 25 years. So, I'm sorry. So this would be 1989. 1989. So this was from an anniversary release, the 25th year of Mustang, 1989. Okay. The wing, so the taillights on this one, this is a Mustang GT, obviously a Mustang GT, but it's got LX taillights. It doesn't have the cheese graters, so I think that's one ding. The bittersweet red, I would have to look it up to confirm, but, well, maybe 1989 might have been the last year that they used that bittersweet red, because by the time I bought mine, they used to all be black here with the bittersweet red. Then they were body color. Then they removed the bittersweet red. But still, other than that, mirrors with a silver paint. The interior is all black. These wheels are trying to approximate the turbine wheels that M2. It's arguable. Yeah, they both do. The coloring is better on the green light, but the M2 is not quite as tight with that. So I think, and then we'll open up the hood. This should be a 5-liter EFI. That really needs a little silver paint on that. Again, all black interior. Which, you know, you really wouldn't have found. This one I've shown before. This is one of my favorites. This is a 5-liter Mustang LX. This one is modified for drag racing. Molded mirrors. The taillights done perfectly here. The race decals on the window. And the aftermarket wheels, 5-liter badge. All the details on this one look very nice. I like the way they did the rear window because that's very accurate. Now this has like we would call this a Cervini because that's the brand of fiberglass hood. This is not a factory hood with that cowl induction. When I bought my Mustang, I kept my Mustang stock, but I used to drive it down to the racetrack and race it occasionally and then drive it home. That was a wonderful thing about having a 5-liter Mustang stock. It was reliable, dead reliable. I could race all day and drive it home with the air conditioning and the stereo on. My toolbox in the back, which I didn't really need. So this is a sweet one. This says it's a 1988 Ford Mustang GL050. All black interior. This is very nice. And then, where's the package for this? Oh, here is the package. This one I cracked earlier is a Greenlight Hollywood, the Home Improvement. This is the 1991 Ford Mustang where did I? Oh, Mustang GT. So this is a 2021 copyright, the release. This is a sweet model. And it's green. So this one is probably the best that Greenlight has done, and Greenlight's done some really nice ones. So again, the cheese grater taillights could be done a little better. The spoiler, the paint job. So these wheels are trying to approximate the 5-star, 5-bolt pony wheels that appeared for the first time on the 1991 model year. Previous to that, up until 1990, all Mustangs used 15-inch 4-bolt wheels. They've done an excellent job with the printing there on this window and the black trim here. The reason I say this is the best because, again, mirrors painted, all the details, the wheels, the best approximation of the ponies that I've seen. The grill here on the cowl, painted black, the windshield wipers, very similar to the white one and the others. Lens headlights, lens fog lights, the body. The engine should be the same as the others. Just black plastic. But if you can see inside there, this has a multicolored, a two-tone interior, black and gray. It has gray seats and black dash. And I owned a 1991 Mustang LX 5-liter. This body style in deep emerald green. So only two minor dings on this are the cheese graters are not done great, and the green is off by a U. It should be a deeper green. But believe it or not, the silver here is correct. There's no striping here in the protective rubber molding. This is my new favorite Foxbody Mustang in diecast. This is fantastic. So I hope you like this. I'm going to leave these two here on to spin around for a second. I'm going to zoom in a little. Greenlight wins. And there's some stiff competition. We've got Hot Wheels, who is not represented here because their casting is not fantastic. We've got Matchbox, which does a fair casting. They just don't do a premium. We've got Auto World Deluxe, does very well. We've got Johnny Lightning, does very well. And we've got M2, does very well. And then we have Greenlight, which nailed it. If anybody's aware of a better Foxbody casting in 1/64th scale, let me know. But for now, I'm declaring Greenlight the winner in Foxbodies. I would love to know if Tomica TLV or Kyosho did the Foxbody Mustang, or Mini GT, anybody. But to the best of my knowledge, they don't. And even if they did, this Greenlight group of Foxbodies is going to be tough to challenge. They're that good. So like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.